Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be the sewing tutorial of this very style that we already created the pattern tutorial for. So if you haven't seen it, it's already on my channel, so just go ahead and check out how we did the pattern tutorial. So thank you so much everybody for your likes, your subscriptions, and also for sharing these videos. Thank you so much, I really appreciate. Also, don't forget that our membership program is coming up on the 1st of August. So if you haven't registered yet, you can also use the link in the description box to register, so that you can join us. And also I'm going to be giving an exclusive content on the membership platform where you can also have the room to be able to express yourself and also request for tutorials, specific tutorials for you on that particular space. So yeah, that's just it. And also don't forget, you can also advertise with us if you want to. So yeah, with that being said, let's begin. Alright, so I've already gone ahead to cut out my fabric, okay, with the patterns. So the fabric I am using, I use 2 yards of fabric, okay, but it's actually by 60. Even if it's 2 yards, but it's by 60. Now this fabric now is like how will I put it? I don't know how to explain, but it's like calico white. It's like combat, okay, but it kind of feels like combat though. That's how it is, but it's not as strong as combat. It's a bit soft, a softer combat here, something like that. This is what I had laying around, so I just had to decide to make use of this. Okay, so instead of using this, if you don't like to use the combat or the outcome of it, you can end up using a poly material. So poly material will do this work for you very, very well and very, very neat. Okay, so let's begin. So right now, as you can see, I've already gone ahead to cut out my own, and I've also cut out lining for this. Now the more reason why I'm using the same material for lining is because I don't have any other material to use for lining for now. That's why I had to use the same material. So I already know this might make it look a bit stiff somehow, but it's just for the purpose of this tutorial. So you can always use another material for your own, a cotton lining or a pongee lining for your the interfacing. Alright, so I already also cut this out. So when you cut them out, the short will leave a little bit like a 1/4 inch allowance here, so that I can be able to use them. Can be able to use it, okay, to join them together. Okay. So now let's go ahead and then start stitching this. So this is how the whole pattern is going to look like. So right now, you're just going to go ahead and then join all these parts together. So what I'm going to do now is just to take this, I'll fold it over like this, okay, and I'll take it to my sewing machine. I have to make sure that it's going to start from here directly, okay. So you can always pin this around first, okay, pin it around first before then you go ahead and then sew it down. So what I'm going to do is now just to go and sew this part down, and I'm also going to place this one here and also sew it down to this point. So I've finished sewing it down. So this is how it's looking like so far. So also don't forget to put some snips into this place, okay. Just keep notching this area so that they will not end up looking funny when you turn them out. So once you turn it out, as you can see, it's coming together. So what's going to happen is this: you can always go ahead and then iron this out, okay, but currently there is no light, so don't have anything to use and iron this out yet for now. So what I'm going to do is just to go ahead and then attach this, okay, to this part. I also attach this to this part. So while sewing, be sure you're not sewing directly, as in don't sew everything to the end, because I'm going to go and lose this place out again just to attach this place to this one. Okay, so I think that's supposed to even be the first thing to attach. So firstly, attach this to this before you now attach them to the center. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do now. So after joining them together, this is how it's looking like. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just to continue joining this together. So just put them together like this, and then we'll join it down to the end. So if you're using a calico material like this, I don't even know what this material is called, but a soft combat material like this, as you're sewing, don't drag it. If you drag it, it's going to add another length or volume to it, so we don't need that. Just allow your machine to sew it freely. So just going to add this and also attach it together. So the front is done. So using the same method too, I also finished up with the lining I'm going to be using for it. So what we're going to do now is to place right sides facing each other. So this is the right side of the lining, and the right side of the main fabric is going to come together like this, okay. So the more reason why I had to use lining for this particular fabric, since it wasn't really necessary, because the fabric is already is thick enough, but I can test to use anything I want to use underneath, The more reason was because of the neckline. Okay, that's the one reason why I had to just use lining for this. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is this. I'll just take this to the sewing machine. Okay, so be sure that every single one of them aligns properly the way it should be. Then you'll now place this on your sewing machine. Okay, and then you're going to sew from here like this around. So that's the only place you're going to sew. Okay, so it's attached. So what I'm going to do, we're just going to turn this like this. Okay, then we'll now bring out the sleeves here. So the neckline is already coming together. So be sure that you have to put some snips around the neckline so that it will not end up being rumpled up. Okay, so that I've already done. So this is like the lining now on the inside. So what's going to happen is they just run like, so I'm not going to go ahead and then iron this out. And then if there's any need, I might end up top stitching, but if there's no need, I'll just leave it like that. Okay, so once that is done, now let's go ahead and then work on the back pattern. So for the back, what I'm going to do next, what we didn't do in the front, is for us to join these parts together first. Okay, so both the lining and also the okay, the lining is not long, so just the main fabric, you're going to join these parts together. So once that is done for the both sides of the back, I'm just going to put these ones aside for now. So now let's come back to the center back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just take this to the machine. Okay, so let's say this is okay, sorry. So taking this to the sewing machine, we're just going to turn the neckline. Okay, we're just going to sew around. I don't know if you guys can see you. We're just going to sew around this neckline, and that's all. Then we'll flip it over to the other side. Then we'll now iron it out and then insert our zip at the back. Okay, so the back is done. I've finished inserting the zip, and I've also gone ahead to iron them out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick this part and place it this way. Okay, now from the shoulder, this is going to come here. Then I'm just going to run a straight stitch and attach it together from the back down, from the shoulder down to the last part here. I'm also going to do the same thing to this other side. Okay, so the back is done, and I've also ironed everything out. So you see now, this piece doesn't have that sponge stuff, that puffy stuff. So everything is just flat out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it around towards the side. Okay, so it's now time for us to add up the lining for for this one. Okay, so right now what I'm going to do is this. I'll just place this here this way, so that these rough edges can stay on the inside. So I'm just going to sew this from the shoulder here, just open it up like this, sew it from the shoulder here down to this place. Okay, since there's no lining for the down parts, I mean, I don't have material much, although I would really loved to add materials to the down parts for the lining, because I noticed that the material becomes softer after some time, so it doesn't really allow that style to stand very well. Okay, so you now open it up, it will look neat on the inside. So we'll do that to this to the both parts like this. Okay, then we'll iron it out. So we are through. So I'm done attaching this one to the other half of the back, so everything is fully completed for the back. So now it's time for us to bring in the front piece. So the front piece, I'm just going to place it here. Okay, so if you have a serger or if you have a weaving machine, you can just go ahead and then weave this out. So what I'm going to do for my own is I'm going to end up folding it in, since I don't have a weaving machine. So just fold it in and just sew it. So now let's come here and then attach the shoulder together. Okay, so now this is the thing. While attaching the shoulder together, you'll notice that once you come here to align these top parts together, it might end up looking something like this. What you're going to do is, once you come here, you can actually cut off the surplus from this place out. My scissors is not close by, so you can just take off the surplus here a little off of this place, so the shoulders can align, and also it will also prevent the puffiness here at this place. So this is what I was trying to say. So once you align it like this very well, you notice that you have something like this. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go ahead and then cut this off. Okay, so once I cut that off, everything is going to align very well, and you also notice that there is no puffiness around this this place. Okay, so that's how it's supposed to be. Then just go ahead and then sew it sew the shoulders together. But then to make it neat, open it up like this and be sure that the center of this neckline and the center of this other neckline aligns together. Then you just run a straight stitch. Okay, just run a straight stitch around it on the both sides. So we are done with this. So this is how the shoulder is looking like now. As you can see, it's looking very, very neat. So even if I turn it to this other side, it still looks very neat as well. So that's why I said you should join it the way I showed you earlier. Okay, so right now let's move over to the sleeves. Okay, so for the hand, this is how it's going to look like. So I've already folded this. This is folded into 4. This is folded into 4 now. So then you see the handle is not as long as it is. So the hand is supposed to be 3 inches. I'm going to be taking 3 inches for the hand, but I'm going to use 3.5 inches so I can be able to use the 1/2 inch to insert inside the main fabric. So that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is this. This is how the hand is going to follow. Something like this. Okay, but it must finish here. So I'm going to start somewhere like this. So just watch how I'm going to cut this. So this is how the sleeve is going to look like. Then once you open it, you have something like this. I purposely made it 4, okay, because look, this is how it's going to be. Okay, so instead of using lining, I just have to cut it at once with the lining itself. So just end up adding this one now to the shoulder, and that is it. Okay, so I'm going to be attaching the sleeve to it now. So you just make sure you place the center. So I'm going to fold it like this, notch at the center, and then place it here. Okay, so you can always go ahead to pin it around, but we're not going to pin it because I'll just eyeball it and then place it. I already know how it's going to be. But one thing I want to say is to avoid that place I used to open up. I don't know how to explain. No, once you put sleeve like this place ends up lifting up like this. So to avoid that, you have to control it by putting in half inch, just taking 1/2 inch from here inside, okay, before you start sewing it down from here, and also this other part. So once you get here, do the same thing. So that's what I'm going to do now for the sleeve. Once you're done, you should have something that looks like this. Okay, so see how the shoulder is. It looks very neat and beautiful. Now for the underarm, once you've done overlocking yours, I don't have an overlocking machine, so once you've done overlocking this, you can now fold it in like this and then sew it down just to keep that place neat. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to turn it over to the other side. Then we'll just go ahead and then close out the side seam. Okay, so remember this place. Okay, so you're going to use 1 inch here first of all, and then close it down. Gradually you use your 1/2 inch that you inserted, since this was 1/2 inch here for us to use, and close the side. So now once you're done closing the side seams, you can then weigh it again and see how it sits on your body. If this place seems like it's bigger than normal, you can always shape it again. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll just close the side seams. Now once I'm done closing that, I'll just end up folding in the hem down here. So that's just all I have to do for the gown. So this is how the first fitting looks like. Okay, it wants to look okay, but there's something missing when it comes to the first fitting. The down part, this is why I said I should have used lining at the down part as well. You know, the material seems, I mean, it's fluffy, but if you use what is it called, if you end up using poly, poly will make it look much better for you. Okay, so this is why I said I don't know, this material didn't really well, it's not so okay for this particular style. So if you end up using poly, I think poly will be much better than this one. But so far the style is actually coming together. The neckline looks okay, but I think the hand is still okay. This is what I was trying to explain. the hand is still looking like this. So I think I'm going to take the hand off. Okay, I'm going to take off the sleeves, and then I'm going to cut it again. Okay, I'm going to cut 1 inch out of what I have here now. Okay, then I'm also going to trim surplus from this place off, so that I want it to just at least lap something like this. Okay, sorry, look something like this rather. I want it to look something like this. I think that way should be okay. But so far it's looking good, right? So far it's coming together. The back is still okay. I mean, I can't show the back right now because I'm currently holding my phone. So yeah, well, let's get back and take off the hand and then work on the dress. But I think once I finish ironing it, it's going to, this part might come out. It's because I've not ironed it yet. So let me just finish ironing it to see if it's definitely going to come out. But so far, the gown is cute, it's beautiful, it's okay. Alright?